What's up, guys? So, yet to unpack anything from, I say last year, that's how long ago it feels already, but it's this year. Actually, still haven't hit a month post-show from the Olympia, although it seems like a bad fever dream already. So, yeah, all in all, I'm very proud of what we did this year. It was a very long year, and it was something that I'll never do again. Put myself into prep for 30 weeks straight. If I'm being honest with you, just like my everything but bodybuilding suffered from it. Like my personal life, my business, everything. It takes a lot out of you, and to do it for that long, it was a good lesson to learn, but a lesson learned for sure. Talking about the shows that we actually did this year, obviously we did Tampa, Texas, and the Olympia. Tampa was the most conditioned I've ever been on stage. I would call Texas the best regular season show of the year. I feel like Andrew and I really put on a show there for everyone, and it was a battle, one that I'm disappointed about still, but not upset about. Him and I went head to head and duked it out, and he came out on top, and I'll have my shot again this next year. But was happy with the look at Texas. We kind of tried to balance out the fullness and the conditioning, just because Tampa was a little bit of a stringy look in my opinion, and it faded a little bit on stage. So, we had to look at Tampa, and obviously on how Tampa went, we went like 6 bajillion rounds and ended up sweating a little and, not being able to really hold what I needed to hold. And then fast forward to the Olympia, if I'm going to be honest with you, Ben and I had a talk at 3 weeks out about pulling me out from the Olympia. And for no other reason that my body started to just not play ball with us. Being in prep that long and, running things as hard as I was, cardio training, whole 9 yards, my body just didn't want to let go of anything. So, that 3 week out mark, we really, had a coming to God talk about, whether or not we think it's a good idea to keep on pushing through. And we decided that we were. And if I want to be honest with you, we laughed about it after the fact, but like the Monday when we showed up in Orlando, Ben, my camera guy, and my wife Liv, they were all like, oh shit. Behind the scenes, obviously, they never let me know that, but yeah, they were all pretty concerned with how I looked. So, to come from, thinking about pulling out to, everyone around me going, "What the hell happened?" to, putting in my opinion, the finals look at Olympia is the best I've ever looked on a bodybuilding stage. I could have been a little bit fuller at prejudging, and the scorecard reflects that, but I also feel like the scorecard reflects the amount of improvement we made from prejudging to finals, and it has me so excited for next year, to put the look on that we put on stage on Saturday night at finals, knowing that, I'm running on like 4 of 8 cylinders and almost pulled out of the show, to have a look that, took 6th in the world, hamstringed with one hand, kind of tied behind my back, basically, makes me very excited for next year. We finally figured out that little missing piece for my peak for the finals at the Olympia, and, that's why I was able to look as good as I did, but that missing piece in conjunction with a fresh body, it's going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to next year a lot. It let me end the season on a good note. Ben and I really talked about that, my coach. I have my head held high, leaving the Olympia. I was proud of the look we put on stage. I was proud of, what I endured during those 30 weeks. It made me level up as a bodybuilder for sure. I dealt with a lot of pain and suffering I've never dealt with before in a prep. So, I feel very equipped to tackle this next year very well. And, after learning, the sweet spot of length of prep, I'm not going to put myself in a position to be in prep longer than like 24 weeks. And I think that's going to make a world of difference. So I'm really looking forward to this next year. The rest of this year, I'm still just kind of mentally recovering, getting my body sorted out and right. Everything's firing right and feeling good, but I'm waiting on a GI map and a full stool sample to come back. We're really going to analyze what's going on in my gut. We're doing a food allergy test. Next week I have my appointment with my cardiologist, do a full-blown EKG, calcium score, and stress test. So, checking all my boxes and doing all the things I'm supposed to in my downtime before we hit the ground running after the new year. So you're going to see a bigger and better Hunter next year, just like you have for the last 5. I'm looking forward to it.